How's it going, guys? Cracked Rack here, and today I'm going to be making a video that I expect to be a little controversial. This is why I hate TikTok, or at least 5 reasons as to why I hate TikTok and refuse to engage with it. Now, I've attempted over the last year to get accustomed to TikTok, and while there are a few funny skits I run into here and there, I've found that the TikTok experience is almost completely negative, overwhelmingly so, in fact. So I came up with 5 of my biggest pet peeves with TikTok that make it nearly unbearable to use. The fact that TikTok is getting so popular that it's overpowering YouTube and even television is a scary fact to me, because YouTube on its own is already a huge decline in quality from movies and television, as it's just comprised of a bunch of 20 and 30 something dipshits like me who are running their own low budget TV shows from their computers. I would know, YouTube has been my career and life for the most part, and my other job is compositing audio for actual films. So I feel qualified enough, at least in the video and sound production realm, to say that TikTok is an embarrassment to video production. So without further ado, here are 5 reasons TikTok sucks hairy balls. If you like this kind of content, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Number 5. TikTok celebrities are taken seriously. Now, YouTube celebrity is arguably a real thing. It's when a creator has put in so much work into their content and public image and have garnered such a large audience that they have transcended the YouTube stigma, as they get just as much attention as a real actor or a musician. Hell, YouTube has actually bred genuine celebrities like Justin Bieber. TikTok, however, has yet to breed a single celebrity that is actually even moderately talented. And I know some commenters will be like, "Oh, you're just a boomer making fun of kids." I'm not. Objectively, TikTokers have no talent. They're just lip-syncing or making childish skits that require no fucking thought, and the people who eat it up with a spoon are either super young, or just so fucking uncreative that they don't care about the quality of what they're watching. Which is fine, people can do whatever they want. But when those same untalented little douchebags start garnering a giant following, beyond what even some feature-length films could garner, it really irritates me. If you have millions of followers for dancing on TikTok, you don't deserve that power whatsoever, and you certainly don't deserve to be seen as a notable public figure who can actually interact with real celebrities because of your status. Real status comes from putting an abnormal amount of hard work into your craft until people finally start to notice. That is commendable and respectable. Going viral because your untalented ass got picked up by an algorithm is not respectable at all. It drives me fucking nuts to see these douchey TikTok kids that wouldn't know hard work if it punched them in the face get these feature-length films made about them. They don't deserve it, they didn't work for it, and all it does is send a message to a generation of dipshits that you don't have to put work in at all to be famous. Hell, my family housekeeper's goddamn 11-year-old son has like 100,000 TikTok followers for doing some stupid dances. Anyway, next reason. Number 4. Inappropriate amount of adults on the platform. Look, as a children's platform, TikTok is fine. I could definitely see TikTok being enjoyable for children aged 5 to 17, especially if you're one to really enjoy fitting in with your peers, but there's a really strange problem on TikTok that is yet to be remedied, and it makes me want to slam my fucking head on my desk over and over again until my nose bone shoots into my brain. Essentially, on this platform that billions of children use, there's a plethora of people my age and even way older who think it's totally appropriate to set up shop on TikTok with the goal in mind of becoming famous. And there's nothing wrong with being a children's entertainer, but when a majority of these children's entertainers are 35-year-old adults with careers, twerking their asses or dancing to some Drake song about getting butt-fucked while drunk, it's a serious problem. You have a humongous percentage of adults on TikTok, and almost all of them are making TikToks for kids that are of a super sexual nature. And I can imagine all this does is make the kids who watch that content want to be like the person in the TikTok. I just find it really gross when loser narcissists have nowhere else to go to take out their power fantasies, so they set up shop on an app for children where they have a clear edge right away for being a grown man or woman. Also, to prove my point further, there have been a shit ton of reports over the last few years of rampant pedophiles on TikTok literally trying to bang your kids. So yeah, TikTok is just kind of a creepy place. Number 3. With TikTok, originality is out the window. So it's already bad enough that it requires no effort at all to make a successful TikTok that goes on to garner millions of views, but TikTok has an even worse problem on its hands, and that is the rampant lack of originality that is ingrained onto the app. So there's nothing that drives me more insane than people who are unapologetically uncreative in their productions. It's like, why even create art if it's just gonna be garbage you shat out of your asshole in 5 seconds? Hell, I respect mumble rap more than TikTok. I feel like the creative process from a mumble rap song might even be too much for a TikToker. That's how dumb they are. Anyway, TikTok literally runs off of unoriginality. The whole concept of the app is that you create an audio file in your TikTok, and then millions of other kids literally just insert that same audio file into their stupid TikTok before they then half-ass a video to match the audio. This has created a cesspit of just anus on the platform, where literally every single video you come across has either been stolen or remade a bazillion times. This also drives me nuts because the main audience for TikTok are impressionable little ass kids, and all they learn from this is, hey, not only do I need to put in zero effort when it comes to making videos, I also don't even need to come up with an original idea because I can just copy someone else's audio. I could go on, but overall, TikTok is a platform with little to no originality, and the fact that there's over like 300 million TikToks uploaded a day kind of reinforces that point. Anyway, next point. Number 2. Awful politics. This is a point I use for my reasons I hate Twitter and reasons I hate Discord video as well. But it also applies here because the audience for Twitter, TikTok, and Discord are all fairly similar. Now I know a lot of people think I'm conservative, but I'm actually not. I'm a centrist, and I do mostly identify with left-wing politics. I say this because TikTok is so overwhelmingly left-wing that it is a disgusting experience. 60% of users will have some sort of feminist or race-related movement in their username, which pretty much tells me this person's entire identity is Black Lives Matter, and there will be zero discussion about anything relating to the matter because they'll just block you immediately. Oh, and don't you dare get a viral TikTok of you stating a political opinion that's even mildly right-wing. You will get completely harassed and bombarded by angry teenagers who don't know their own hand from their ass, who think there's some sort of political revolution. And unfortunately, because of just how many intense liberals use the platform, if you speak out of line, thousands of these literal children will gang up on you at once and desperately try everything in their power to tear you down and make you delete your TikTok account. Which honestly, they don't even have to try to make me do that, I just did it anyway. And lastly, the number one reason TikTok sucks a fuck. It's a disgrace to video production. Children these days see TikTok and go, oh hey, this is video production. Me recording myself with a preset camera phone, editing it with an awful in-app editor, and then using someone else's audio is video production. And not just video production. Top-tier video production. Let me tell you, it's not video production, and if you want to consider it video production, then we'll have to mutually agree that it is the McDonald's of video production. Actually, fuck that. The Arby's of video production. Look, real video production is a complicated and nuanced art that takes years to master. Real video production is putting hundreds of hours of blood, sweat, and tears perfecting every little imperfection in the quality of your video. Real video production is spending hours splicing apart your creations to get the timing right. I could go on for days and days about what real video production is. Video production is my life's passion, my life's work, and it just infuriates me to see how watered down TikTok is making video production. It is teaching kids a horrible and extremely restrictive method of video production that will surely raise a generation of dipshits who think they're the next Stanley Kubrick because they're super good at the in-app TikTok editor. It honestly just disgusts me to my very core, and I wish TikTok would just disappear because of this. It literally puts hot, fiery coals on top of my beating heart to see people on TikTok have such huge influence when they don't fucking do anything. They put in 1/100th of the effort of what a YouTuber puts into their content. Honestly, you know what would be funny? If TikTok just disappeared completely, and all of the completely untalented celebrities using the app just fizzled out into non-existence because their TikTok skills apply literally nowhere else in the entire world. Meanwhile, those with video production talent will always have places to go. And that could be you if you put in enough effort. Anyway, that's all for today's video. If you liked it, subscribe and stay tuned for more.